We had completed chapter 4 up to verse 19. So we'll continue from verse 20 onwards today. As a small rewind. So we are talking about a sage. Who is a sage? A person whose undertakings are free from desire and thoughts of this world, whose actions are burnt by the fire of wisdom. So there are three things which are mentioned over here. First is desire. Now, any desire of any sort, I want, I desire, I am like this or I am like that. The desire could be of any kind. It could be of, I want to die. The simple desire, I don't want to live in this world. I want to have a very nice death. If you have this desire also, it's a desire. Even is saying that I want to go to some heaven is a desire. If you say I don't want this body or I hate this body or something, that is also a part of it. And then when you have material worldly objects in mind, like say for example, oh, I wish my family is taken care of after I die. So now let us say now I know a family where the daughter is autistic and the parents are old now. She's also old, no doubt about it, but very heavy autism. The parents are always worried. What is going to happen after I die? What is going to happen after we both die? Now these are very rich people, no doubt about it. So this thought is keeping them in that space. So these are called thoughts of the world. Now I want you to think very carefully. When the child was born, do you think you had any control over how the child is going to be or when it is going to be born? When someone dies in the family, do you even have control when they are going to die? Nobody has any control. Your breath is not under your control. Your money is not under your control. Your life is nowhere under your control. And yet you are thinking what happens to XYZ after I die? So this is called the thoughts of the world. And then the third one, whose actions are burnt by the fire of wisdom. No action. That means, see, what happens is any action that you perform, any inaction that you perform, the third one is prohibited action that you do. All three lead towards karma. A karmic loop is established over there. You may be just doing like this in the air. Does not matter. Even that is a karma. So nobody understands this, that we think that karma doesn't happen. Second thing which people think is, oh, I was just thinking about it. No, the thought has created a karma which nobody understands. Isn't thought responsible for creating bigger organizations? Agreed? The thought that I want a baby created a baby in this world. So you think your thoughts are not responsible? So that also leads to karma. Thought, action, deeds, whatever that you are doing. Thoughts, words and deeds. Everything, even a word, you are stupid. That is also something which can lead to karma. Why do we want to get trapped into it? So three things. So this sage is devoid of all these three things. So he is called a sage. So we will start today's satsang now. We are doing Srimad Bhagavad Gita chapter 4 verse 20. He who having totally given up attachments to all actions and their fruit no longer depends on anything in the world and is ever content, does nothing at all, though fully engaged in action. Now here I will give you the understanding of slowly, we'll go slow step by step. He who has totally given up attachment. Now, by the way, this verse is not only for the sage. You are learning it, it is for you as well. If you have to perform any action, it should not have any attachment to it. What is the attachment? The attachment is simply this. I want to do this, so I am doing this. So I want to feed my child, so I am cooking. Did you get this? I want to give this family a good life, so I am working. Did you see this? You are saying that you are working so that the family can get money. You are doing some action so that people can eat food. You are performing actions in this material world so that somebody is getting benefited. This is called attachment. This is positively there. Negative attachments. If you are told, can you make me a cup of tea? Now you are angry with the person. You go and make it yourself. This is again translated into attachment. Any hatred, any distaste, any action which shows animosity or anything in this world, the negative things also, I don't want to do because I don't like this. Alright? Or I don't want to do this because people hate me. If I do this action, what is the big deal? A tamasic person will say these words, What is a tamasic person saying? Even if I do or if I don't do, who gives a damn? Nobody cares for me. So isn't that called attachment towards your body, thinking that, oh, you are doing some action so that people should see? People should not see? Some person says something to you. Oh, your food is so bad, You didn't do this, you didn't do that. Suppose the husband says these words. What is the first thing that comes to the mind? You make it and see, no. Tell your mother to make. Our responses are on the tip of our tongue. We want to give it back. Or we will say, okay, next time I will make it better. And when you want to make it better, you are always thinking about it. You got what I am saying? You are thinking that is he going to like it or is he not going to like it? The process of thinking is happening or no? This is called attachment. You are attached to the fruit of action. Your fruit of cooking that dinner or lunch, whether the person is going to like it or not. Did you understand this? Every time when you do this, you are performing a sin. In Hinduism, the word sin is translated into Karma. It is not the sin which is there in Bible. This is called karma. You have to give it back to that person. So let us say you are thinking that, every time I cook something, he is always complaining about it. So whenever you are cooking, you are thinking, oh, he should not complain, he should not complain, he should not complain, he should not complain. And then you are cooking something. And then when you are serving it, there also you are just dreading it. Oh, what is he going to say? What is he going to say? What is he going to say? Did you understand these words? It is called attachment to the action. You are attached to that object and that person. If you are attached to the object and the person, it is now converted into karma. Karma means what? In your future life, in your next life, or the next, this same man will have to be a cook for you and he will have to serve you the dish. The same dish he will have to serve you because it is equal and opposite reaction. It has to happen. So you are going to be bound with this person forever. This is a part and parcel of karmic debt which we owe to people. Think about it. Next life is not going to be the same. Very simply put, let us say you are married for many years. Now you are 40 years old or 45 years old. Okay? That man is also of the same age. You have committed enough karmas with this person. You have always had fights. You have always had action. Your life is action packed. And yes, you have loved also equally well. Now you die at the age of 45. You are dead at the age of 45. This man is also 45. He is living. You are dead. You are going to get a body very soon. You may be born as a puppy somewhere. How are you going to be associated with this man again? Common sense will tell you, if you are already born as a puppy or as a donkey or as a monkey or whatever, how are you going to be associated with this man? No. So your life is not actually governed by this person. But you have got attached to that person. It is the other way around. With your hatred or your like, you have got attached to that person. Now, how many lifetimes later do you think you will meet the same person again? As a dog, you will live for say 12 years. Okay? Remember, you were 45 when you died. At the age of 46, human birth, human. You have taken a birth of an animal. You are alive for 12 years. So 46 plus 12. Okay? 58 years. This man is still alive, and he has got married for the second time. He's actually fallen in love with another woman, got married to her also, and is now going to have babies with this woman. And she is half your age, by the way. You were 45, he has got married to some 30-year-old. Okay. Now he is going to have enough babies with her. You may be a donkey at that time. Are you looking at this? No, you don't have any memory of it. Is he creating more karma with this other family? With this other woman? With these other children? 100%. The karma story can't be ever told to anybody because nobody has the brains to understand this. But please understand, this is written in our scriptures, and to tell you the truth, you are not being given that much amount of knowledge or even the intellect to understand these things. But remember this, 12 years later you will be dead again. He is going to live till 80 or 85 years. Your next life is of an ant. Next life of yours, ant will die very soon. Maybe a bee. Maybe a worm. And then, after the worm, you become a tree, an oak tree. How many years does an oak tree live? More than 1,000 years. You are not meeting him again for 1,000 years. But he is dead and he will be born again in this 1,000 plus 12 plus many years in between. He will be taking another 100,000 births also. You are also taking some births, correct? So finally the cycle will come in some life of yours where you have to meet again. Now the children that you had, how are they related to you in your next life? Because you have become a donkey. If they see, if your own children in your this life look at a donkey, are they going to love the donkey? Oh, my mother, they will say. Or they will take a stick and beat that donkey. And if they are in another country, they will cut it up and eat it. You know, Pakistan exports lots of donkeys, no? You know that, no? So think on those lines. What karma are you committing constantly? Why are you thinking of something? Constantly thinking. What is the person going to say? What is the person going to do? How does he do this? What is this? What is that? This man's relationship with you for the next 1,000 years is non-existent. And yet you are attached to this man? Or the children that you think are your own, they are not even your children, you know that, no? The sperm and the egg doesn't make a child. It only makes a DNA. It's a chemical. You understand what a chemical is, no? Carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen. And phosphorus bonding. That's it. You have only given chemical, a chemical company, that is who you are. But life is not what you have given. You cannot give life to the child, you should know this. A very beautiful story I was reading few days ago. Krishna is sitting amongst all his devotees in the heaven. And he says to someone, he just asks everybody over there. So there is Mirabai also over there. There is all kinds of sages and saints are sitting there. Jnaneshwar and all kinds. So he asks a question to everybody. He says, see, there is a life which we have to create just now. There is a person who is going to be born in this village. Which of you all wants to become that person? So there is this sage whom you have heard of, Namdev. You have heard of Namdev, the story of he's saying to Vitoba, I eat with you always. Isn't it that story you all know? Of Visoba Khechar is his guru and all that. So Namdev is sitting with Krishna. So he says, me, I want to go. So Krishna looks at him and says, your life is going to be miserable. Please know that. Yeah, no, I am a great devotee of yours. I want to go. He says, when you go down, your name is going to become Tukaram. So Namdev, you will become Tukaram. Alright? And you will be born in this family and you are going to go through hell in your life. But you will be writing thousands of poetries in my name. The reason for you going down there is so that you can write poetries in my name. That is called Abhang. All this was done by Narada, remember. Narada is the person who started this whole thing. Narada is also sitting over there. Narada has taken birth multiple times in different avatars. So as Namdev also, he is Narada only. As Tukaram also, he is Narada only. He can take 100 forms, okay? Don't bother about how God can take how many forms. So Tukaram is told, Namdev is told you have to become Tukaram. So just when the lady is about to deliver, Namdev takes up that body and becomes Tukaram. The moment he takes up that body, he forgets his existence. He doesn't know he is Namdev. So for the next 30 years or 40 years of his life, he has to go through his regular hell of a life. Like a normal human being, Like a child who is playing, marbles and all that. He is doing all those things. It is much later that he knows who he is. People don't know who they are. You have to understand. So please understand, your child who has taken birth is an ordinary mortal. Ordinary person. Suppose the child is having autism or some polio or something like that, it is all because of that child's karma from some life. which is not connected to you at all. I hope you are getting the genesis of this whole thing. Remember, the 1,000 years as a oak tree, you are not going to meet this man again. In a similar fashion, when the child is born to you, the child's ownership is not yours actually. You're only DNA, only chemicals. You're just given chemicals. Life is given by the Divine Lord. This knowledge you should always carry. So the husband of yours, or the children of yours, or your relatives, your parents are no relations of yours. They are never going to meet you, and neither are you going to meet them in the next life or the next life. Because you see, your father might be dead or your mother might be dead and you are still alive. Okay? And you may live till 80. How are you going to meet this old man? So why are you having so much attachment to some old dead body? This attachment. So did you understand? Totally giving up attachment. Don't be attached to anything. And then the action and the fruits. Oh, I am doing this because somebody has to get this. I'm not doing this because I don't like that person. You know, all these actions that a person does, these actions or inactions can lead you to karma. I have given you a glimpse of karma now. He no longer depends on the world. So you don't have to depend on the world. Simple thing just now I told you. What is that? You think the money that is coming to you is yours, is it? Stop thinking that the money you is getting is coming to you because you deserve it. No. You may have a very fancy designation or you may be a PhD in something. Not necessary. There are people in this world who are far more knowledgeable and educated than you, and they are not earning anything. Yesterday there was a girl. She is very highly educated. She called up Rajma. And she is kind of a, educated girl. Her salary is only 10,000 rupees a month. So, Rajma wanted to question her. Why is it like this? Why is it like that? Later on, when I was told about this, I said, I want you to understand. I want you to actually understand this. If this girl who is educated is getting 10,000 rupees salary, according to your thinking, what should be the salary of this girl today? If she is an educated person and she may be working hard. So the yardstick is what? Oh, if she was working in Infosys and IBMs of this world, she would be doing 30, 40, 50,000 rupees starting salary only. Did you get the point? And if she gets a job in the Gulf, her salary will be 1 lakh or 2 lakh rupees. She goes to Singapore, her salary will be 1.5 lakhs. But if she goes to USA, her salary will be 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs or whatever the hell that is. Oh, then what makes you think that 10,000 is her deservability? Did you understand this or no? So here, nothing is dependent on you. You could have been a small girl or a woman living in some small town with a salary of 10,000 even after getting some fancy degree. So please be grateful to God that you may be getting a good salary somewhere. Think about it like this. What makes you think that you are the one who deserves some salary just because you got some fancy degree? You don't deserve anything. Nobody in this world deserves anything. That is why he says, you no longer depend on anything in this world because this dependency is not on what you do and what you don't do. Karta Dharta, the one who does all these things is only God. It is because of His grace you are getting some salary, sir, ma'ams. And please don't be under this impression that this is my child, my house, my husband. Nothing is yours. In one single stroke, everything can go to hell. Did you see today's news? The news in USA is people were called to the office. All these people went to the office and 5 minutes later they couldn't even touch the computers. They were told you have lost your job. This happened in Oracle. Now Oracle is a big company, isn't it? And in USA it happened. Suddenly 5 minutes later all their access was denied. Tell me, are you responsible? Or you think you are responsible just because you got some degree, just because you have a husband working somewhere, just because you are educated, or just because you deserve it? No, there is no deservability, boss. Please understand one thing. It is by God's grace that you are there. Be thankful for it. Don't have that ego that I am there, I can do what I feel like, I am gathering money for my family. That money also can go in one stroke. How did this job go? Oracle people lost the job in one single stroke. You know visas are not available, no? H1B can get cancelled in now. Earlier they will allow 60 days to stay in USA. You know that, no? Now not even 7 days will be allowed. What are you going to do? If your husband loses the job and if you are a supporting person there, you don't have a direct H1B, then what happens to you? So you think you are flying on some horse? So don't be under this impression that things cannot change and things cannot happen. Nothing is in your hands. Please take it from me. Spirituality will teach you. Please do not think that you are some great sheikh in this world. As a woman also you can get replaced. Tomorrow you die, your husband is going to get another woman and get married. He is not going to wait for you. And if the man dies, you think you are going to wait for somebody? Sorry boss, you will also get married to somebody else. These kind of relationships have no value, zero value. Did I not tell you just now? Even the child is not yours, even the husband is not yours, your father and mother are not yours. This is the reality of spirituality. Accept it. So, he does not depend on anything in the world and is ever content. The most important thing is contentment. Are you happy in what you are doing today? Or always are you cribbing? Why is this happening to me? Why is that happening to me? The people have this habit of talking like this. Why am I suffering? See, my neighbor, my friend, her husband and she are such great, beautiful people. Whenever I go to meet them, they are always so smiling. They are welcoming me. But they don't know what is happening to me in my family, My family is a hell. Don't go by these appearances. They are all faking it. Nothing is good in their happily married ever after. There is no happiness. It is in the scriptures. Do you think scriptures are fake? Do you think God is talking nonsense? I am sorry, that is the truth. They are just making appearances. Darling, will you get a glass of wine for her? What? Get a glass of wine for her? I would rather give you poison, you idiot. That thinking is going on in your mind. You just wait. I will show you. This is how the world is. We don't understand this truth. We only look at the fake world around us. Well, we had some idiot calling up yesterday. How are you? How are things with you? What is your illness? How are everything fine? Blah, 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 blah. 10-15 minutes. The person asked about Rajma only for 1 minute. The rest of the time the person was talking about her own self. I have so many problems in my life. My life is horrible. I got pain. I got this. I got that. Sir, when you go to God, don't talk about your things. Spirituality is not a subject where you are supposed to keep on letting your hair down. This is not a hair down place. You are not supposed to be telling, oh, I suffer so badly, my problem is this much. Everybody's problem is that much. Tell me one person in this whole world whose problems are not the same. Even, the greatest of the actresses like Aishwarya Rai, you think she's not going through her hell? They are going through their hell. They have gone and now they are going and they will be going in the future also. There is nothing like, goodness in this world. Everything is same. So, then please be content. Understand that every idiot is the same. What makes you so special, by the way? Or you got problems in your life? That is why it makes you special? There is no difference. All are the same. They all come from the same mold, by the way. The DNA, RNA is the same, isn't it? So, you should be ever content, but doing the action and not doing it at all. Means what? Actions should be performed without desires. Make the cup of tea, but you don't have to think, I will put poison in it. Don't make a cup of tea, but don't think that you are doing somebody a favor. You understand what I'm saying? Everything is not a favor. You are not doing anybody a favor. Standing in front of God and saying, God, thank you very much. My life is like this. You are not doing him a favor. This action which you are doing should not be punctuated by I, me, myself. My mind says like this, or thinking is like this. I am doing something, somebody. See, today also when you told me, one of you told me, somebody else is not joining. What did I say? They can see it on YouTube. Did I say these words? It is not my problem if you join or if you don't join. I don't care about this. Even if there is nobody in this satsang also, I will continue my satsang simply because it is my job. I am not supposed to be bothered that X is there, Y is there, Z is there. The X might be going for a holiday. Y may be going because her husband said, why are you doing these satsangs? The third person may say, oh, I am so lazy, I can't get up. Every person may have their own reasoning. Am I supposed to be bothered just because you think you are some great sheikh in this world? No. The favor is always from God's side. Please understand this. It is not that you are doing a favor by attending satsangs. Please understand this. Are you not giving time to your children? Are you not giving time to your husbands? Are you not giving time to your jobs? Are you not giving time to your cutting your hair or going to the parlor and this and that? So attending a 35 or a 45 minute satsang, you think you are doing some great favor? I have people in my entire satsang, they will not attend. They think they are doing a favor, No, I don't like this satsang, that is why I don't want to attend. My husband says I am a bad person, so I will not attend. Oh, somebody, that idiot who is no way concerned with you is concerned with this life of yours. Next life he won't be there. Please understand this. Your personal will is important. You please take it very seriously for yourself. You know what yourself means? Do you want to go in this world attached to people or detached from them? So please do not say that you are doing some favor to anybody, to your own self. I don't like this, that is why I can't attend. No. If you can give time for everything, then you should give time for this also, no? At least this will not give you that kind of a life. Is it not going to give you this life where you will understand what life I am talking about? You will be free from these idiots in your life. Think about it like this. Most of the yogis, why don't they get married? People like Buddha, Siddhartha, Buddha. Why did he leave his wife and go away? Is he the greatest saint in the world? Yes, no. He started Buddhism. What did his wife start? I am the one who is suffering. What am I supposed to do? He doesn't care for me. The world doesn't care for these kind of idiots. Nobody, do you remember her name? By any of you remember the name of Buddha's wife? I don't think you will remember, because somebody who is so attached to the body, my husband doesn't care for me. Who gives a damn? That husband is not yours. Buddha is Buddha. He is God Almighty. He has taken that body. Doesn't mean anything. At least have the decency that you have been his wife for some time. Got the point or no? At least you had association with him for some time. Be thankful to it. And don't keep on doing this Sati Savitri kind of a thing. I am suffering. You are not suffering. You are not doing anybody a favor. So please understand this. The karma of that person is going to be miserable. Buddha is not going to be born. He is not going to be born at all. He will come back as God. You got the point or no? His wife is going to come back like a kida makoda all the time. Why? Because she's bothered about herself. My husband, my children. Did he even care for the kingdom? Did Buddha care for the kingdom? He was king. You understand? He was king of that place. Somebody asked me this question and my answer was very simply this. Think about it. Should he be attached to his kingdom? Should he become a king once again? No. He is God Almighty. He is the king of this universe, the whole creation. Which is better? That small thing? A small kingdom in Nepal? Or the kingdom of this whole world, this entire universe? Think. What are you looking for? So this is the reason why we should not get attached. And action is continuously to be performed. You should continuously perform action. Okay. Verse 21. Having subdued his mind and body and having given up all objects of enjoyment, free from craving, he who performs sheer bodily action does not incur sin. See this verse. When you have subdued your mind and body, the mind which keeps on jabber. You know how much of jabbering your mind does? Talk. No talking. No listening to your mind. Why should I do this? Why should I do that? Who is talking? Your mind is talking. No. Don't listen to your mind. And your body says, oh, I am so tired, I have this, I have that, so many pains and aches and this and that. Right? But when it's a matter of life and death, will you not get up and do the job? Somebody is dying in your family. Are you not going to say, oh, I have to go and give treatment to this person? Suppose your husband is admitted to the hospital. Will you say, I have my periods, I have my problems, I can't get up from the bed, I can't attend this. Are you going to say this kind of nonsense? No, if your husband is dying in the hospital, you will run to that place. Even your pain will be forgotten. Isn't that correct? Suppose it happens to your son or your daughter. Think about it. Then where is the pain? And these bullshit reasons that people keep on giving me, oh, I have this because I can't do this. Don't give reasons. Your mind and body can be controlled. You understand what your mind and body can be controlled. There is a beautiful story of Shivaji Maharaj. There was this lady. Now, she used to go from the fort. The fort was on top of the hill. Okay, Shivneri. So she would go every day. She had some vegetables and stuff like that. She would sell in some market down below. And then in the evening, she will go back to her house. She had a small baby at home. Small baby. Now the baby was taken care of by somebody during the day when she had gone out. Now it so happened that there was a rule in Shivaji Maharaj's kingdom because the enemies were surrounding the place. The Mughals were there. So the gates, the main gate will be closed in the evening at 8 o'clock. Okay. Now, This, and the law is nobody is allowed to enter after 8 in the night. All doors are closed, everything is closed. Now one day it so happens that it rains and that lady is caught up in one village. Now she has to go back. Remember, she has to go back and it is past 8 o'clock. It's a jungle. And she is going up the mountain. How can she go? Somehow she climbs from the rock, and then she climbs on top of that wall and jumps inside. Why? I have to feed my baby. That is why. So she climbs that and she gets inside. The guards catch her and then they present her in front of Shivaji Maharaj. Shivaji Maharaj asks her, why did you do this? So she answers, I had to climb this mountain and I have to climb on top of the wall. As a woman, I was not entitled for doing all these things, But I broke the law because my child had to be fed. So now I am asking you the question. You are giving reasons for your body and your mind telling you not to do things. But if you are in this kind of a position, will you do it or no? That is a life and death situation. Spirituality is about getting out of these nonsensical karmas. Can you understand this? And not getting reborn again. That is the reason why you are attending the satsang. You are not attending the satsang by doing favor to me. You are favoring your own self. Your self says, I have to attend because I don't want to be reborn. I don't want this horrible life of mine. I want to have mukti. I want liberation. That is why I want to do this satsang. I don't want to commit any sin. Sin means karma. I don't want to get into a karmic loop. That is why I am attending. That should be the criteria. For other people, you will do. If there is an examination, you will go in time. But for spirituality, you don't even want to attend. That is not something which is acceptable by Krishna. On the contrary, he will say, get out from here, don't even come. Because you don't deserve that thing. So, free from craving. There should be no craving of any kind. I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this. No. He who performs, your actions have to be performed because your body has to perform those actions. If something comes near your eye, do you do like this? Yes, no. Is it a natural action? If you are, something is tickling in your nose, do you sneeze? Naturally you sneeze, isn't it? So these are actions which are natural, yes or no? So all actions, whether they are cooking, eating, sleeping, drinking, whatever it is, don't do it as a favor to someone or to yourself. Don't do it as a favor. You are doing it because it is a part and parcel of the body activity. The body wants to do. So let it do. Let it do. When you do these actions, because the body wants to perform, he who performs sheer body actions will not incur sin. These actions should not be determined by the mind. No mind should come into picture. This verse will tell you that whatever you do in this world, anything that you do in this world, please do not punctuate it because of this. If this person does, then I will do. That if, but, because, all these words have to go away from your life. There was, in many a times it so happens that we may hate some action. Human beings hate some action. And the hatred is so much for that action. It is like picking up the poop of the child. The child has pooped all over the place, cleaning that place or cleaning the kitchen or washing vessels. Washing. India we wash vessels with hands. Foreigners, they don't do washing with their hands. They have to use gloves and on top of it washing machine, all that, dishwashers and all. In India, we have to do it with our own hands. Okay? And we have to use cleaning powders and that scrub and whatever and put water on top of it. We do it like that. So when we do this kind of a cleaning, it should not be that I am doing some great favor. It has to be selfless action. I am doing it because God wants me to do this action, so I will do it. I am here in that place for that purpose. It is my duty to do it. I will do it. End of the day, remember, nothing is ruled by you, correct? No? Remember the words which I said? Your child is also not your own, because I gave you the story of Namdev, how he is born as Tukaram. Do you think that woman deserves it? No, no. If God says, okay, you get born in this womb, go. So this is how children are born. Many years ago, one lady came to me. Okay. This was in 2000, early 2000, later 1, 2, 3, 4, God knows when. And she's telling me, Guruji, and she was not calling me Guruji at that time, sir, or some kind of an. I am trying so hard for a child. Husband was also there. Both husband and wife came. So I looked at her and said, okay, next year you come over here at this time, okay, December, and bring me some sweets and get that child also over here. I just said these words and she went away. Next year she really came, but without the child. She came and she started yelling. Do you know, because of the child, my whole body has turned black. I have marks all over my body. The reaction to her was, she turned at least 3-4 shades of black. Dark body. I said, no, it's a reaction. It will go away. Give it a few years. 2-3 years it will take. Yeah, she came back to normal after 2-3 years, no doubt about it. Then many years later, she became my disciple. She was not my disciple then. Material worldly person who is coming to some Babaji. Then she asked me, how is it that you said that I will have a baby? How did you know? I said, that is me. You want proof of it, is it? That is my extension. That girl might be taken your body, your DNA and your husband's DNA. At this moment, that is me. Actually, it's not supposed to ring. So, think on those lines. How is it possible? So we went to a temple with the whole family. There were some 10 people in the family. I was sitting behind. The child must have been some 2-3 years old. So I was sitting behind and they were all doing prayers. They are doing some puja part, some nonsense they were doing. I don't participate in all these things. So they were doing all that. The child was looking behind. Mummy is holding like this. The child is looking at me behind. And she is telling her mother, he's over there, behind. Why are you praying this side? Mother is saying, what are you talking about? She was praying to Narasimha. There is a Narasimha temple in Bangalore. He is here, behind. He is smiling at me. The father who is sitting, and they were wearing some dhotar, bitar, all that kind of, that. So, and the Panditji was continuing with the puja. He's looking at me, see? He's talking to me. He's behind, he's not there. The girl went on for some time. Then there were some 2 other temples. There was one temple of Mahavishnu, his avatar who is sleeping and all that. That temple is there, and then there is one Sai Baba temple. So the girl came to me later on. She used to call me Tata. Tata, why are you like Sai Baba today? I said, I don't have a beard. Where is my beard? I don't have a beard. So because they were standing in front of Baba's temple, so she's saying, why are you like Sai Baba? I said, you people are not giving me anything, Not even one peda to eat. No, I will get it for you. It was a very funny scene. The way in which this world works can never be understood. Think on those lines. So don't be under this impression that you are the doer or something is happening. Just do the action for the sake of doing the actions, not because you are some great sheikh in this world and somebody has told you to do. No. He who performs sheer bodily action does not perform sin, does not incur sin. Sin means karma over here. No karma will accrue to you if you just do the actions what your body wants you to perform. It has to be absolutely natural action. No hang-ups, no thinking, no mind has to come. See the words. Having subdued the mind and the body. The mind and the body has to be subdued. No thinking. Actions which happen natural flow, in the natural sense. If you see one bhikari, you take some money and give it to him, you don't even think you have given and you just walk ahead. That kind of an action. Do you get the point? Not thinking, he's such a hatta katta, he's quite healthy. Why is he not going and working somewhere? I will give you 100 rupees, but you go and work somewhere. Sir, who are you to give advice? Who do you think you are? Some God Almighty just because you are giving 100 rupees? So don't be under this impression by giving some money you become some great sheikh in this world. No, you are not great sheikh in this world. Mind and body has to be subdued. Give up the object of enjoyment. I am doing this because I want to enjoy. No. Not because you want to enjoy, because that action has to be done. And no craving. I want ice cream, I want. No, I want. So you perform these bodily actions, and when you do them naturally, no karma will get attached to it. So we have come to the end of verse 21. We will stop over here for today.